There was no sound when the wheels left the asphalt. The Rover 3500 drifted for a single, suspended second over the sharp cliffs of Monaco. Inside, a princess, a daughter, and the silent promise of an inevitable end. It is the morning of September 14th, 1982. The sky is overcast. The sea is the color of lead. Grace Kelly had never looked troubled behind the wheel. Beside her sits 17-year-old Stéphanie. Dresses in the back, a few things packed for the return from Paris. An ordinary morning, an ordinary drive. But the Corniche road is unforgiving. The turns are narrow, the edges are sheer, and this morning, something was about to go wrong. Grace wasn't hitting the brakes. First, a slight drift. Then, the steering slipped away. Whether Stéphanie screamed or not, no one knows. Whether the brakes failed or were simply never pressed is a secret kept by the wreckage. The car tumbled 40 meters down the slope, shrieking metal, shattered glass, and wild rosemary. Then, silence. The news spread with the icy coldness of Monaco's elite. Princess Grace had been in an accident. Critical condition. The royal palace remained silent while the world held its breath. By the following evening, the life support was withdrawn. She was 52. But why? The official report said a stroke. A sudden medical failure at the wheel. A clean, clinical ending. But in the shadows of legends, stories are never that simple. Rumors swirled. Was Stéphanie actually driving? Was there an argument? Or did Grace finally experience the silent break she had been carrying for years? The truth stayed inside that car. Stéphanie remained silent for decades. The press hounded her, the rumors suffocated her, but she didn't speak. Not until years later, when she admitted through tears, "My mother wasn't well that morning." But she drove. She always drove. Grace Kelly was the daughter of a bricklayer from Philadelphia. She arrived in Hollywood at 21 with ice blue eyes that could melt a film reel. Hitchcock called her his ice queen. Every frame of Rear Window and To Catch a Thief was perfection. But in 1956, she left it all. She married Prince Rainier III, put on the crown, and walked away from the camera. The fairy tale didn't begin then, the cage did. For 26 years, she lived in Monaco. She played the part of the princess, smiled, and waved. But something inside had gone dark. Friends said she always wanted to return to Hollywood, but Rainier wouldn't allow it. A princess doesn't act in movies. So she turned inward, aging quietly, until one morning on the Corniche road, her mind finally said enough. There is a small, simple stone monument near the crash site now. Tourists take photos and leave. But the old residents of Monaco know Grace Kelly didn't die at that curve. She died in 1956. In 1982, she simply fell. Years later, Stéphanie said, "When she fell, I held her. She was still breathing, but her eyes weren't on me anymore. They were somewhere else." Perhaps, finally, she had gone back to Hollywood.